Good morning. I'm so sorry we're late. John is still in the living room eating. I just said I had to go ahead and get on here because I told you guys 11 and it's like 11:20 something. And I'm just now getting on. So we'll wait for people to show up. And as soon as he gets done eating, he's coming in here. So that's always a good thing. But yeah, I've been running late all morning. Like from the moment... Hi, Susan. So from the moment like I woke up this morning, I have been late doing everything. I was late getting in the barn. I was late making breakfast. I was late feeding the kids. Like it's 11 and we're just now eating breakfast. So I guess you could call it our Sunday brunch. What's wrong with my hair? I guess you can call it Sunday brunch because it's definitely not breakfast. But come out wherever you are. I'm having to move this attachment here so I can actually read what you guys were writing. Okay. Just making sure that it works. But yeah, I've just been super late all day. Like, I don't know what the deal is. But that's all right, I guess. With snowy weather, you just don't feel like doing a whole lot of anything. Honestly. And, even though our church is like 20 miles from here. 23 miles. But the nearest grocery store is 3 miles from here. I had no choice but to go to the grocery store this morning because I let the cats run out of food. And I didn't realize it until Aria started like following me around crying. I can't read that. W5 Farms? I think that's what that says. Hi. Where's your hat?
Why?
I'm just wondering, you always wear your hat.
You call me ugly?
No.
You just...
No, you just always...
Now I know. Come on, Winter.
Okay. Crazy. Icky can... Is that how you say that? Is icky can? I don't know. I'm horrible with pronunciation. No, but I don't know. I've been late all morning doing everything. But I had no choice but to go get cat food. Literally, no choice. They were about to riot. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so we've been just... You've still got food in your beard. Up close to your lips. There you go. Susan said, hey, John.
Hey. Hello.
Come on. Oh, Lord. Yes, you get it right. Okay, so icky can. Okay, so that makes sense. I was just trying to make sure. Because I didn't want to be like calling you by something that you're not. Good morning, Nona. There is some sunshine here this morning. That's a good thing, right? I know where to go. Here we go. I knew I could go somewhere and fix this. We decided to do a live Q&A today. And the reason why is because sometimes you guys will leave me a lot of messages or you'll leave me a lot of... Nope, you didn't miss much. We... what's your name? Ships for her? That's cool. No, you've not missed out anything. I'm about to pull up the live stream on his phone so that I'll actually be able to read what you all are saying and not be like, because I'm blind. But we decided to do the live Q&A simply because, like, we both get a lot of questions about different things. And so sometimes, I'll be honest with you guys, it's just hard to keep up with all that. And it's easier sometimes to ask like this and do it live. Somebody actually... sent me a message and wanted to know some information about their dog. Like, she wanted me to tell her why her dog was barking too much or barking so much. But, like, I got it, and it was already late at night, and I wasn't able to respond to it. Okay. Here we go. I'm about to pull it up.
Let me pull it up.
Susan, I like your new channel. I'm excited that you got a channel. Just pull it up. It's not that one. There you go. You just have to turn the volume off. Okay. So, Susan, what's your channel going to be about exactly? since we're just sitting here waiting on everybody to start showing up.
You might want to put it more on you. I'm dead in the middle of it.
Here we go. Ta-da! Let's see. Okay, now I can see your comments. Let's see. So much snow, 12 to 14 inches. The sun makes us think it's warmer.
Good.
Wendy, hey from snowy Nova Scotia. You know, I'm complaining about the snow and how cold it is and all that because this morning right now we're at 17 degrees, but last night we were at 5.
And we barely got a half inch outside.
And we got about an inch, but it's probably about down to half inch now. About an inch, half inch of snow.
A lot of it's melted.
Yeah, but we're complaining about that. But I even said this in a vlog. In Tennessee and in the South, the reason we panic is we don't have the equipment to take care of snow. And we have so many like old windy back roads. Like once it snows, you're iced in. We'll just keep it up. I'm not going to do videos. Well, just to keep up. I'm not going to. So you're not going to do videos. That was just for you to keep up with everything. Keep up. Oh, speaking of keeping up. Guess what's going to be here tomorrow? My planner. Don't laugh.
I ain't laughing.
No, you're shaking your head.
I ain't laughing. I want to laugh, but I ain't laughing.
He's making fun of me. No, he was like, you're going to spend $40 on a planner, on some paper. Like, it does nothing. I was like, it helps me stay organized. And I've got so much stuff going on. I need to stay organized. He was like, I can't believe you'd spend that much money. I said, you spent more than that on this little box that shoots out water vapor. I don't want to hear it. You're going to make fun of me, I'll make fun of you.
And give it 2 weeks and the kids will have it destroyed.
No, they won't either.
They'll be colored.
No, they will die. Wendy, it is our really first big snow. We got about a foot. See, if Tennessee ever got a foot of snow,
we'd shut down.
We would declare it a state of emergency, like it would shut down.
Post office wouldn't run.
No, everybody would just die.
Everyone would be at the churches praying. It'd be bad.
Wait, well, the winter of 93, everybody still goes on and on about that. All you gotta do is look it up. The blizzard of 93, we got 18 inches of snow. My mom and dad have a t-shirt that says, I survived the blizzard of 93. Like, it was that
Like,
for 18 inches of snow.
It was the end of the world. And
yeah,
now,
people thought it was like an apocalypse or something. 8 inches here, finally got up to 18 degrees from 5 last night. I moved from up north to get away from this. Haha, I guess not far enough. Every busy mama needs a good planner. Take it. My son is in Indiana, was shocked how people didn't know how to drive in a half inch of snow and how everything is closed. They suggested that there might be snow on Thursday night, and the school's open 2 hours late, and they let out an hour and a half early.
I was told at my job to please prepare for a half inch of snow. Yeah. They said to please prepare for first thing in the morning. Yeah,
people don't know how to drive in snow. They don't know, which I got out, and our road is pretty icy. I just had to take it super slow. Like, I did 20 miles an hour. I just coasted. I didn't actually use gas, because I knew if I was using the gas, I would probably slide, because it was ice. If you all ever have a chance, if Meemaw ever talks about it, ask Meemaw about what happens in the South when it snows. It gets straight ice. And I don't know why that is. I don't know what happens.
Because a lot of the snow, it's too hot to melt. Well, all of it melts down, and then as soon as it finally gets cold, it all melts.
All turns into ice.
All turns into ice.
I guess.
That'd be my guess.
Let's see. I think Robin and Jason were supposed to come and listen, but I don't see them nowhere. They've not arrived yet.
The troublemakers.
So I was talking to Amy this morning. We were talking about the conference again, because you know that's all I talk about with that poor woman. And
that's all you talk about, period. That and that planner.
Well, they're important. They're important to me. No, this morning, hi, Wayne. I saw that you were live last night, and I watched for probably about 10 or 15 minutes, but my children were being rowdy, so I had to go and bawl them out. And I never was able to get back on there.
You was kicking them and screaming?
I wasn't kicking them.
Ooh, Lord of mine.
I was yelling, but I wasn't kicking.
Hey.
He quit making fun of me. Well, I'll tell you, I would rather have a foot of snow than black ice. I almost lost my van a couple weeks back because of it.
Yep.
Yeah, the ice that's the scary part.
I mean, a person
the
can
snow
have a
I
cool
love.
drive.
I think it's pretty.
I mean, a person can have humongous trucks and stuff and drive through snow, but that ice, it don't matter how big it is. As soon as you start slipping, you're gone. That's just how it goes.
This morning when I got out, like, people were barely creeping, and then you had some buttholes who were doing like
in the big trucks. I think if they're like
they think that they're like flying down the road, and I'm just like, hit some ice and you'll quit doing that. Hit some ice.
Scare the poop out of yourself.
Oh, good morning, Carissa. But yeah, we it's okay. I can't stand more than 15 minutes of myself either. It's not because of that. I sit and listen to your live streams all the time. Sometimes I don't. And that's the thing, too. I can be a lurker sometimes. I'll get on live streams. Sometimes I'll talk on the chats. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm just there just to listen. Just depends.
Trying to be a stalker.
Yeah. Or sometimes I'll just say hi, and then I'll sit there for the rest of the hour and not really talk. Just depends if I want to talk to anybody.
But most of the time she'll talk your ear off.
Most of the time. Most of the time. But I guess that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, especially in this business.
But no, we weren't ready to get out and go to church because it is so far away. I was scared of what would happen if we tried to get out. But from now on, I think there's been several people that have shown interest in it. So from now on, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to live stream our church services. As far as interacting with you, obviously I won't be able to interact a whole lot, because last Sunday I was like, I had the phone and I was talking and I was like, I was sitting there holding the thing and people would ask me questions and I was like, yeah, that's okay. Because I know that like everybody at church just kept looking at me and I was like, because I have a phone out and I'm talking to it. So I don't think I'll be able to interact with you too much. Lenore City is pretty good. A few black ice spots. Yeah, Chris, we go to church in Loudon, so I don't know. I'm paranoid about going that far.
Well,
do I notice a fellow vapor that helped me quit smoking? You do.
Yeah.
Wayne, he started a new channel. It's called the Working Man's Pop Smoker, because he smokes a tobacco pipe, but he also vapes, and he's going to talk about both on his channel.
You have to put in tobacco pipe with just about everyone. I've been asked plenty of times, "Oh, a pipe? So you smoke weed?" No, not weed. I don't do that.
Good morning, Prissy. Yeah, what kind of vape do you have?
Today I'm vaping on this stuff, AK-47. It is a strawberry and banana smoothie. It is phenomenal.
I don't know.
It's great.
Wayne, do you vape with nicotine or non? Just nothing. I'm a vapor, Southern Lady said. Smoked for 30 years, quit smoking the day I got my first e-cigarette over 5 years ago. Yep. I've heard a lot of people say that has helped them stop smoking.
Yep. And now they're trying their hardest to shut it down.
He now has a pop smoking channel, Susan. Yeah, and on his pop smoking channel, he's going to talk about both. But I think you're going to talk about pops more often.
A lot of times when we pops, I usually vape like at work.
In the house.
In the house, because she won't let me smoke that much in the house. And where else? A car, because anytime I smoke in the car, she picks it up like that. And she just rats me out. Like, as soon as I do it, as soon as my
he'll come home from work.
I'll be thinking I'm all, extremely sneaky and crafty. I walk in, she don't notice. As soon as she gets in that car, I get a phone call.
You been smoking in this car?
You been smoking in this car, ain't you?
Wayne said I do, but I've been able to cut myself down. That's good. I think you do 3 milligrams.
Yeah, that's what I do. Right now I'm at 3. I started at like 24, and then I've just been slowly stepping it down.
My son and daughter, I love when they drive my car and vape because it smells so good. It does. Like, I don't mind him vaping in the house, honestly, because it does smell like an air freshener.
You a little bit, but, well, that was like...
You want to tell him why it bothered me? because you would be watching TV and he would go and blow this huge smoke cloud. And so then you're just sitting there and all you see is smoke. Or he'll blow it in front at the dog, or he'll blow it at the cat. And the cat's like, oh. He does it because he thinks it's funny. He'll blow it in front of your face where you can't see anything, and he sits and laughs, and then he wonders why I get mad about it.
But it smells good. It smells like strawberry smoothie.
Smelling has nothing to do with the fact that you're blinding me.
And
I
plus,
can't see anything.
if you wouldn't watch the Kardashians, I wouldn't have to block it out. It's horrible.
I'm sure it's so hard to look at them, right?
I'm telling you. If it was on mute, it'd be better.
Susan said I tried, but it gave me pneumonia. Believe it or not,
can.
my brother is
I've seen
asthmatic.
a lot of people can do that too.
Yeah, my brother's asthmatic, and he's been having he had really severe asthma,
and
he started vaping.
First he started doing pops.
Yeah, and then he coughed a lot, and he had a lot of problems. Yeah,
and he was doing them all the time, and then he finally was like, "I'm gonna try vaping." So that's whenever we hopped on vaping, and here lately he's been doing great on it. I mean, he don't cough, he don't hack.
Believe it or not, they went to he went to the doctor, and they said his lung function had actually improved. So I guess the moisture for his lungs was good. I don't know. But his lungs are doing better. Morning, Tim. Wayne said, I also smoke pops. Hillbilly alert. Haha, it's a good porch sitting activity. It is. Really that's what he does. He goes out there.
I ain't today. It's 4 degrees. But I ain't doing it today.
Wendy said, oh, I hate that. I do too. I'm just like, stop doing that. It's not funny. Wayne said mine is apple pie flavor.
Yeah.
Southern Lady said mine is Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
I have vaped his vapor several times, and I like it pretty good.
The vapor.
But I only do his one. He gets the one. He'll sometimes get a flavor for me, and it has 0 nicotine. Like there, you had a blueberry waffle. 0 nicotine.
No, we had 3. I just didn't tell you.
No, you lie.
No, that one up there.
You serious?
Yeah, that one had 3.
I hate you sometimes.
It calms her down, and she don't even know she's doing it.
Thanks.
All them smacking the kids and screaming gotta help.
Susan said I have severe asthma, COPD.
Oh Lord.
And I think it says sarcoid. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, I wouldn't try it. That would. Whew. God, no.
Let her in. She misses me.
Come on.
Come here, baby. Come on. Oh, it's good. Come on.
No, here.
Come on. Here, watch out. Come on. This way. Get up here. Come on.
Yeah, we're speaking some other language.
Honey,
this way.
Walk around. She's not getting it. Here, lay down. Right there. Right there. Good girl. Still. Wayne said, I also work with propane, so vaping is so much safer.
Oh, yeah.
Winter.
Miss.
Stop. Go lay down.
She's
in
her bed.
Lay down.
Let me help you guys out. There you go.
Lay down. Yeah, he used to drive a propane forklift, so.
In thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Safe environment, they said.
Good morning, USA Kiwi. Yeah. He used to work at a boat factory.
Yeah, boating factory.
And he was the...
worked in the lower lot. I was a certified material handler.
I'm about to knock you out if you don't lay down now. I love you, but good Lord. For the love of Pete, quit pacing. John, go out in your tidy whities and do a pop video now. Real men and pops. He said that he had thought, well, he's going to label it.
Label it. I'm a real pop smoker. Have me out
How
there.
about we don't?
I draw on a blanket, nothing but my underwear.
Boy, would the neighbor love that. Crazy old Biddy. She sits and watches us all the time.
I'd sit out there on the sidewalk and do it.
I ignore her now. For a while, I'd give her the finger. I know it's not nice, but, I mean, when you look up and you see your neighbor sitting there watching you with binoculars, I mean, please.
I'd wave at her. Howdy, neighbor.
I did. I just only used one finger.
She ain't never gave me no problem because you're the chicken lady. That's the problem.
Well, you know what's bad is when I was calling her lawyer, to let her have it, or let him have it, the woman who answered, the secretary who answered the phone, did not put me on mute, and her response was,
Here's the crazy
she was like, lady. Hey, Dixon. He was like, the chicken lady's on line 1. I was like, I am the chicken lady. That's how they knew me, the chicken lady. And I told her I heard her, and she was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, that's all right. I thought it was funny. I'm the chicken lady. I smoked for 40 years, got really bad, set them down 3 years ago, December 10th. That's really good. Wayne said, I haven't outlawed it from being used they haven't outlawed it from being used inside yet, so I do it in my office. And that's what's funny is my office workers beg me to use it because they love the smell. Oh, I was thinking about the neighbor, haha. Tim says she loves your show. What is your channel name? I want to sub. It's called The Working Man's Pipe Smoker.
I've only got up 2 videos because as soon as I started it, like all this snow and stuff happened, and I can't smoke outside. So
my new neighbor hates my animals always causing trouble. See, why?
There's always one.
No, I was watching Full Spectrum Survival, and when his last video that he uploaded, and I commented on it because he was talking about would you be an asset or would you be a burden? And I was like, you know what? If a disaster happened, I'd love for that neighbor to have to come to me to ask for food, because you know what I tell her? Eat boogers.
We wouldn't have any.
I don't think
besides
so.
quelling a rabbit. I tell her options are cut down because of you, lady.
Yeah, thanks a lot, neighbor.
Here comes all the zombies and the radiation. What do we got? Well,
zombies and radiation.
We got nothing but quelling rabbit, honey.
Hey, but we don't have to worry about it too much. My neighbor,
he's a prepper.
Right next door to us. This is the stupid part. Across the road is the neighbor that's psycho that's causing the issues. Literally across the field from me.
Not even the field.
Like his property attaches to mine.
Like walk out of our back door about 13 steps one way, and you're literally at his fence where he keeps his cows.
Yeah.
And everything else. He's right there.
I want to come and smoke a pipe with you. I will bring some cigars too. You know what?
Absolutely.
You and Jason both. Jason from Big Bear.
Absolutely.
Both of you guys have said the same thing. He said he would love to do that, like have a weekend pipe smoker and everybody do like a collab video. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And I can cook. I love to cook. But the funny thing about it is like the field that is attached to my property belongs to the people way back behind us. Mm-hmm. And they're a dairy farm.
But like a full scale, like they're a dairy.
Yeah, he's got a hay field that he has between us, and it's only 5 acres altogether. And then beside that, attached to that, is the other neighbor. He is the principal chief for the Woodland Band Cherokee. He has cows and horses and donkeys and chickens and rabbits, and why can't I complain about our dogs? Because they're household pets and there's nothing you can do about dogs barking. Not a thing. I'm just kind of, oh well. But he's a prepper, and so he has all this food. He's got an
underground bunker too.
He's got an underground bunker up underneath his house.
Oh, if there's ever a tornado, because that happens. But if there's ever a tornado, just come over. He's got like underground bunker. It's like 8 foot underneath the ground.
He took me on a tour. Ridiculous. Pots, cigars, and food. Heck yeah. You guys would be in a coma. Between the nicotine and the food, you guys would be in a coma.
We'd have to do it after we eat.
He'd throw up. But like he gave me a tour of his like underground thing, or he was telling me about it. He gave me a tour of his property, but he told me about his underground part. He has so much ammo and firearms and so many gallons of water under there, and he's got.
And they do a monthly target practice, and you'll hear him just lighting that hill up over there.
Yep. Not allowed to let dogs bark here. Oh, how do you tell a dog? That's like going up to a person and saying, "I'm sorry, shh, you cannot speak, ever, not allowed." What sense does that make?
I've tried. People still talk.
So why does she have a problem with you and your little bit of chickens? No problem with cows and horses? Oh, no, she's got a problem with the cows and horses.
It's just they're
She can't do anything about it. She did, and that was the thing. She wasn't bugging me when I had chickens. The neighbor that is, our property's
Not even
weird.
A pony.
Yeah, I even had a pony. She didn't say anything. There's houses that face the main road.
Like field that we had all set up for her. She didn't care. She didn't care about the pony.
It's so cute. She even told me my setup was cute.
But she said something about goats, and that's all it took.
She found out that I was thinking about getting 2 dairy goats.
I wasn't even about the goats, so I was like, Cherish, just exit out the goats and see if that works.
Nope. And I tried to offer that. But no, what the problem was is the people that butt up to the back of her property are on the same restrictions, and none of us knew about the restrictions. She didn't even know about the restrictions. Nobody did. So, and what's funny is the dairy farmer, his house and his property is her next door neighbor. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Our neighbor has a fallout shelter across the street from us.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. But so the people that butt up to the back of her yard, he asked her. Well, he asked her. He said, "Do you care if I get a few hens?" And she was like, "No, that's fine." She started buying eggs off of him. But then
every single week would get at least a carton off of him.
Yeah.
And then suddenly had a problem with him doing it.
Well, then he ended up he went from having like, I think he had 10 or 15 hens like I did. And he went to where he had almost 70 chickens up against her yard. So she went to a lawyer to see if there was anything she could do to stop him from having that many. And so the lawyer did some research and found that this old restrictions. And then later on, afterward, we found out that those restrictions are not even valid for us anymore. So I could give the chickens back, but I was just like, why? I don't want to deal with any more drama. Just keep the peace. I'm fine with my quail and my rabbits for now. I'll worry about chickens when we're able to move. But in order for her to get him to get rid of his chickens,
not to be hateful, but she's pretty old, so she might not have too. Well, I shouldn't.
She might die.
I might not.
No, I'll say it. She might die. No, but here's the stupid part. No, here's the stupid part about the whole situation. She wanted to enforce restrictions against us about chickens. Who? Good morning, Anita. Good morning, Rita. Why do people who don't like animals move to the country? She has a manicured lawn and little free dogs. And one of the neighbors was like, I don't understand why she lives out here. Like they said her whole inside of her house is white. She has white carpet, white furniture. Like who does that? I guess it's just because she has kids. Just had a baby pygmy goat born this morning. Oh my God. My neighbor had a problem with my rooster crowing. I told him to deal with it. If I have to listen to his stupid hot rod every day, then he can deal with my rooster. He needs to get pigs and fence it in next to her house. See, and he even said something about, like, he had thought about getting beagles to put there.
Actually
they
breed them.
Breed beagles because they bark like crazy. She sounds like a miserable, hateful biddy. What goes around comes around.
It's true.
So that's why it's just one of those things. I mean, could I be a butt and say, well, I'm grandfathering my property in? I could, but don't hold back, Cherish.
Tell me about it. Tell us how you feel.
I'm mean. I told you guys before I'm a mean girl. I just don't talk about it all the time.
Everyone always sees us and automatically sees me, this big old guy, big beard, everything else. And they're like, he's the mean one. No, if you guys only knew.
I'm heating up a pot of water on the wood stove to scald a chicken for dinner. I wouldn't keep the peace. If you're allowed to have chickens, have them. It's not up to you to keep her happy.
That's right.
It's true.
I agree.
I live in a neighborhood. We have no poultry restrictions. Out of respect for my neighbors, I will not keep roosters, but chickens are a go. See, I even asked her, I was like, is it the roosters? Like, are they bothering you? She was like, no, I don't even hear your roosters from where I am.
Because that thing was a butthole. I was waiting to kill it.
Who, Blue?
Yes.
He liked me.
Yeah, every time I went out there.
Except for, he liked me because of that one day I thumped him in the head with a piece of wood.
Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to be more mean to him. I don't know.
No, one day he acted like he was going to be crazy. What's her address? We'll send her presents. I can't tell you that. No, he was crazy. Like one day he come up and he thought he was going to be bad. I was bent down doing something out in the yard. I think I was sitting up there. I was setting him up like almost like a little shelter to keep him cool because it was hot. And he come up and he acted like he kind of done that little dance like he was going to come at me. And I just had a little piece of wood beside me and I just picked it up and I went to chuck it at him and I was like, get out of here. But when I chucked it, I accidentally hit him in the head. And he was like, bang! He freaked out and he ran in the barn and I went in there and I was like, Blue, are you all right? And he was sitting in the corner with his head down and I was like, oh God, I've knocked him out.
You didn't knock him out.
I about knocked his brains out of his head. I was like, I'm sorry. Are you okay? He never bothered me after that.
Brought down that ego a few steps. He thought
it. Kiwi said, well said, Wayne. Rita said, yep, me too, Cherish. I'm the same way. I mean, I could. And it's not even about that, but it turned our whole neighborhood into World War III. Like me, Mountain Man, and the people across the street that they have their.
That was for.
There was some of us that were for it.
That was on the fence, but she was the only one that was strongly opposing it. But there was a lot of people on the fence that said that they didn't want to go either way. It's over chickens. I mean, Lord forbid if all the food dried up in East Tennessee, what would happen? This is over chickens in a yard. But I'm thinking about it. Because I mean, we're probably going to be here for a while.
Yeah, so I was just like, what's it matter? Yeah. It's not worth it. I've already given them to my cousin Jason.
I mean, odds are we're probably going to be here for a while. So sometime in very near future, we'll...
A veal farm up the road, pigs next door. Some days in the summer, we have wild aromas.
Oh, yeah.
Neighbors' ducks stay on our pond. They keep on apologizing like, don't bother me. But I'm like, it don't bother me. I guess they had bad neighbors where they moved from. It's not about being mean. Chickens are part of my way of life. It's what I do and part of what I am. I can't help how others feel about it. And to be honest, I don't care. I have considered, and I'm not playing, I have considered...
The American dream, you know?
Yeah, I have considered going out and getting some 6-foot tall privacy panels and putting them on the side of the barn that faces my Indian neighbor. And that literally my barn faces our house, but she sees this side and the Indian neighbor sees this side. And I thought about putting the privacy panels up here and putting like putting a hole in the barn to where they can get in and out. And have my chickens, but have them hid in the barn, but only have chickens and no rooster. I've considered that.
Before you do all that, I'd just go and speak to somebody about it being grandfather. And then if it is, then we'll just throw up a flag. And
so help me Jesus. If for sure.
We'll throw up a don't tread on me flag and buy some chickens.
If they for sure told me that we could, like if I could get documentation showing that our property is grandfathered in.
I'd put it inside
I
her
would
mailbox.
have I would put it in her, I'd put it in her mailbox like she done me. I would have pigs. I would have goats. And I would have a big sign that said, screw you. No. No, but I would have every bit of it and tell her, move.
Hey,
you don't like it, move.
Told you, a lot of people think I'm the mean one. It ain't.
No, I've lived next to pigs in the South. LOL, not a lovely smell. Yeah, I don't know. Not looking forward to plucking the bird with wet hands in below 0 temps.
Those pigs.
That's a good way to get your hands nice and raw. What's the temperature there, Icky? It's 38 here now, but it was 15 the day before. Susan, where are you at? I know you told me, I think you told me you were in Tennessee. As a matter of fact, I watched your one video about the greenhouse and you said something about being in Tennessee.
It was 5 degrees.
I will be respectful as I can, but in the end, I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Yeah, I really want to do that though. I want to get me.
I mean, you can always contact somebody. We can see what we can do.
So you're okay with me getting all those animals?
I never said I'm okay with it, but I'd rather see you happy than me be miserable with animals than to see her beat us both. Like, ugh.
The thing that Susan, it was 8 here in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah. It was 5 here all night last night, and now they said the high is
It's 18 right now.
Maybe 15. Maybe.
Get a donkey and tell her that it's especially for her because it reminded of you every time you seen it. 38 in North Louisiana.
God.
That's a channel you need to subscribe to. BC Truck. Oh, you'll love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll love him. Single digits below 0. Woo, good Lord, yeah. You might want to rethink touching something with wet hands.
Oh, gosh.
You're in East Texas? Oh, I thought you said East Tennessee. I was like, oh, great. She's close. 38. How are you still alive, Brad?
Hear that? You need to find out about that.
I do need to find out about the grandfather
We'll
thing.
contact somebody this week.
That would be a good idea.
I know.
Because it's getting close to spring, and I can get babies off of my chickens. I can have raise my grand chickens.
Every bit of about 5 to 6 lawyers in our little town. So surely one.
Well, I can't go to the one she used.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
Lawyers are fickle.
No, it's conflict of interest. You can't do that.
Get the guy that works in there with the office with him.
I'm under the blankets with all 3 dogs huddled up to me. Oh, it is cold. I went out to feed the rabbits and I was like, oh, it's freaking freezing. But I've got my little bunnies all tucked up. They seem pretty. It's actually warmer in my barn than it is outside. Like
Heat wave 17.2.
I live real close to BC. Oh, okay. Hi.
No, baby.
They just let my evil cat in.
Here, you come and sit down right
BC has a live doggy
crazy.
blanket.
Sit right there.
Most of the time, if it's super cold, I will snuggle Winnie up at night, especially if John's not home. Because at night, like right before bed, for some reason, I get freezing. And so I'll tell her, I'll say,
Drives
come
me
here.
up the wall.
I'm like, come here, come on, Flowers. And she'll get in the bed with me. And like, I immediately put my feet on her. And she's like, rrr. She hates it when I put my cold feet on her. East Tennessee, Montana, Mississippi got snow. Is that it's Missouri? I'm crazy. I never claimed to be smart.
It's Montana. Of course they got snow.
No, it's Missouri. It's 9 here, but it will be in the 40s next week. Do you know that here in East Tennessee, I looked up the forecast. I even posted it on my personal Facebook. I was like, what sense does this make? Why? The high today is going to be 22. Next Saturday, it's going to be 67. Explain that to me. Why? Between now and then, it's going to rain all week, and it's going to slowly, gradually go up until it's 67 degrees next Saturday.
It's going to rain and be a lot warmer than it is now when it's sunny.
Yeah, like that makes any sense.
Way it goes.
I would look into it. I hate to see someone have to bend to someone who should not live in the country if they don't want to be around farms and animals.
We will.
Oh, that was one thing she said to me that literally made my skin crawl. Like, I seriously wanted to sock her in her face. If she'd have been standing in front of me, I probably would have. It made me that mad.
Telling you, she's the main one.
Her response was, well, what did you expect moving into a subdivision? How is this a subdivision? The people at the end of the road is a dairy farm. Oh, just, That's all right.
You guys done got
Don't get me triggered.
You done got her going.
I haven't even looked outside. I'm sure it's cold. I'm sure it is. Hey, Josh, how is Nicole doing? How's she feeling? I seen that she got home from the hospital.
Let the dog out.
I sit in a zipper quilt. It's like a light sleeping bag. I'm in Mississippi and got thunder sleet. Ooh. Hi there. How are y'all this morning? Good morning, Southwind. We're freezing. Here in Montana, heat wave, 35. Then we'll go to sub-zero again. Shh, that's scary. Hi, all. Just got in from church and breakfast out. Good morning, Bandana. We couldn't go to church. We're snowed in. It's just crazy. Yeah. Yeah, you talk about the neighbor thing, and I'll just go on and on and on about it because it gets me so triggered. I was so furious.
Yeah.
She right next door to you? No. There is no house beside either side of us. There's a house against my backyard. Those are those stupid dogs you hear barking 24/7 every time I'm out in the barn. But right beside me is a hayfield, and then next to that is the cattle farm. Then across the road from me is some neighbors that the kids play with, and then there's 4 houses up that way. But her house is across the street, and it faces it faces the neighbors with the barking dogs. It faces their yard. But if she looks down and looks over at an angle, she can see our house. That's how far away. We're over 2 football fields away from her. Sitting around, avoiding going anywhere near outside. Got my footy minion pajamas. Copy some months of coffee and snuggly puppies. Woohoo, Mama isn't doing nothing today. Cherish, you make me feel glad that I have good neighbors. Yeah, be happy. She's the only better. She's looking and feeling somewhat normal. Good. She's the only one who had an issue. The people beside that are the closest beside us that have the kids that come over and play with ours.
Was wanting eggs.
They took eggs from us. They
brought
brought their kids over to ride the ponies.
Are vegans, which I don't agree with.
Yeah, the vegans.
They're vegans, and
they loved it.
Eggs.
She would come.
They were all for the eggs.
Yeah,
and anytime they would have any fight, she'd come over and talk to us.
Yeah, they'd argue, and she'd come over here and say, "I just need to get around the animals.
I just need to look at the animals."
No, she's a vegan, but she would still come get our eggs, and the reason why is she said that she doesn't support factory farming, and that's why she is vegan. But she's seen the way I loved my chickens and how I treated them and their treats and the way they all had baby names and stuff. And she said that she could take eggs from that because she trusted that I loved my animals. But here's the thing, and I don't know how many of you all are, so I hope I don't be offensive, but I'm about to be offensive. She's a liberal, and it was one of those things of, well, I just can't get involved. You're going to eat my eggs. And you're going to tell me what a great person I am and how much you love having all these animals, but now you can't get involved because it's going to make you make a decision. Just drove me nuts. Let's see. We should take your crappy neighbor and move them in next to our crappy neighbor, and then all of us homesteaders can buy up all the land somewhere and make a cool kids club subdivision. Oh, I have 15 acres that make a giant U around me. No neighbors. See, that's like a dream. The neighbor next to me, the Native American guy, he got a grant and permission. I don't know how much longer it's going to be before it's done or before the deal is finished. But somewhere up in the mountains of East Tennessee, I think he said it's somewhere in the Jellicoe Mountains or something. I don't remember exactly where. I'll have to ask him.
No, it's up in the hills.
I don't know. It's way up there. He's buying 300 acres on a native grant because this summer the Woodland Band Cherokee will be an officially government recognized tribe, which I could get on that and nag about that forever.
Warning, Cherish got offensive.
Yes, here we go. Warning, I'm getting offensive. Oh my God, Southern lady, that sounds like heaven. It does. So he's getting 300 acres. And it already comes with 18 horses, a barn. It comes with cabins. It's going to be totally off grid. And he is going to be offering that. I think he's got a couple of jobs. He's not going to pay you, but you will get free property and free off-grid cabins in exchange of taking care of animals and teaching crafts. And he's going to actually open this thing up to the public as like a homesteading camp. I cannot wait. I've already told him, I was like, pick me to take care of the horses. I will come up there. I will teach chicken classes. I will teach people how to care for their chickens. Living like Claire, I'm so glad we have good neighbors. You do, Claire. For you all to have an acre and to have all those animals and nobody fussing about it, that surprises me. Like, most people gripe. I don't understand either. It's not like, and that's the thing too. Bandana said, I'm still waiting for the offensive to happen. Oh, you're funny. I could almost pee on my neighbor's porch from mine. Good thing that they're cool. Glad you're feeling better. I am starting to feel better. Full spectrum, Brad. I actually was talking about you a second ago. About me nagging on your channel about how I hope my neighbor came to me. Because our land use is code R, single family dwelling, plated land. Chickens are not allowed. So we have 4 Great Pyrenees as our livestock. Who is this Hope? It's our neighbor. Back over the summer, she hired a lawyer because the person beside, she's not in a neighbor, but like she's on the same road as we are. And the people that were beside her had chickens, and so did we. And those people got too many chickens, and so she decided to get a lawyer to see if she could have them removed, and found some old restrictions on the property. And that's the other thing too. I need to contact them. We're going to be able to sue our title company because our title company did not give us those. We bought this property under false pretenses, because I even told the previous owners when we were looking at it, I was like, yeah, we're going to get some chickens. You even told the title company. I told the title company that's what we were doing. They were like, oh, great, because you're not in a subdivision, you're out in the country. If we wanted I called the county, and the county was like, oh, no, you're good. Mm-hmm. So
if you wanted an elephant, you could have it.
Yeah. So. You're being photobombed by cuteness. Say hi.
Hi.
Hello to the little sweetie behind you, they said. Our neighbors hate us because they don't want to come over and have drunken hot tub parties. Now they cut holes in the fence and let our dogs out and then call animal control. Oh, my Lord. They called the cops.
Who doesn't love a hot tub party?
4 times this summer because they were playing in the backyard. We can't even let our kids go outside and play anymore. Oh, my Lord. I like the sign. You are no longer a trespasser. You are now a target. I love it. Susan said, hi, Mara.
Hi.
Oh, sorry. Who's talking about making a homesteading group? The 300 acres. That is my closest neighbor. His name is Mark Not Wolf. He is a principal chief of the Woodland Band Cherokee. And sometime this summer, they're supposed to close on a deal of 300 acres. It's going to be totally off-grid. They're going to be teaching survival skills. He's a prepper.
Big time.
And yeah, he's a big-time prepper. And so he's like really excited about doing this. They have 18 horses. When people show up on the property, they're going to park in a parking lot. They are to leave their cell phones, all electronics, leave their car. There will be no motorized anything anywhere. How many acres do I have, Claire? 1, like you guys. We have 1 acre.
We almost got 2.
We're not quite there.
Point something.
It was like 1.2. Yeah, it's 1.2. It's not quite close to that. I think the murder, death, kill spike on top of my gate convey the message I won't post it yet. Oh, Lord. Bye, Icky. Try to stay warm. But, yeah, I love the idea of what he's going to do. I've already told him, I was like, when you do this, I want to come take care of the horses. And he's going to be offering, from what I understand, he's going to be offering free land and cabins, off-grid cabin, to people who want to, that have skills that they can teach. We could learn a lot from him. You really could. Sounds like a good vacation. I think so too. Nice. Thanks for the answer. I'd love to come check that out. When he gets it going, Brad, I'll send you a message. I'll ask him today if I can give you like his phone number or his Facebook information or anything like that, and you all can get together, because he's super excited. He's willing to take anybody on a tour of the property. He told me that the property's so large that there's actually, they had gotten a golf cart and they tried to drive the property to tour everything, and the golf cart died before they could see it all. Like, it's monstrous. They're buying a mountain, basically. They're planning to set it up as a, Hope, is that place going to be in Tennessee? Yes, it's going to be in the mountains of East Tennessee. It's going to be totally secluded. He's talking about, too, that he wanted to build, like, not only does he want to allow people to come and stay if they want to, but he's talking about building a whole homesteading community to where, you know, everybody can come out and do their part and work it together like a community. No money exchanging involved. You would be exchanging, like, seeds or produce or, you know. He wants to set up his own Native American village, and you don't have to be Native American to be there. So, I mean, I guess that's...
I would not fit. Yeah,
you don't count.
I wouldn't fit the...
Great. I'll reach out to him, or the opposite, if he would rather reach out. Okay. I'll let him know. I'm Cherokee. I want to come. Susan, it's really cool, too, because I think he said it'll be June or July when the bill is finished. I don't know if he considered it a bill or not. I don't remember what he called it. But it'll be June or July, and then the Woodland Band Cherokee will be a federally recognized Native American tribe, like the Eastern Band Cherokee is that you see in North Carolina. We could get casinos if we wanted to. And I'm already on his tribal council, but even though I'm on his tribal council, and even though they've accepted me, they can't just vote me in. There has to be, there's 3 different ways. I can remember too. I read the bill when they sent it through us. We have our own private like Facebook group where they send us things to vote on. One of them is you have to have a native card, which I'll tell you right now, I hate the idea of a native card. It bothers me. Because if somebody told you, hey, I'm Native, or hey, I'm African American, you don't ask them what percentage. You just take it at face value. But the government says you have to be so much blood. Yeah, nobody questions your lineage, but they do get benefits. So I guess it's
if you got
it's a win-win.
If you got a guy like me that just walks up and like, hey.
Full Spectrum said, yes, service and labor instead of money is an amazing concept that we stand behind, and because it will be under
You're doing good, just right there.
Under the tribe. There's not going to be taxes on the land. You'd basically just be squatters. You wouldn't own the land, obviously, but you would be squatters on the land and with his permission. So,
I just don't like that, you know, it's all on him. Like, literally, there's nothing there that you own. So, if something was to fall through or nothing.
Yeah, you make him mad, you're homeless. He's like, sorry.
That's the only thing that bothers me.
I don't know, but Mark's pretty chill.
Well, I understand that, but a lot of people that are chill can turn really crazy pretty quick.
That's true.
And I wouldn't, you know, want my whole family, literally, it being, you know, on somebody's good graces.
BC said my wife is 1/4 Cherokee from Okie. That's cool. Susan said my grandmother was 3/4. So yeah, the 2 ways that I remember is you already have to be on a registry somewhere or a roll somewhere, which now, I don't know if you guys know this or not. Why do you call your channel Hope's Homestead? Hope is my middle name. And John named it. Yeah, Mara's name is Mara Danielle Hope, and Olivia's is Olivia and Elise Hope. I gave them Hope on all. And his middle name is Frank, so Solomon's is Solomon Isaiah Frank. All my kids have 3 names. But yeah, I come up with Hope's Homestead for that.
4.
Or you did.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
3.
You said 3.
4.
Well, technically they have 4 with the last name. God is the owner. Yeah, and see, the thing about it is like, you have to either be on the registry, which I don't know if you guys know this yet or not, but even if you can prove that you are Cherokee by finding your family members and you have proof of being on the rolls, the rolls are closed. You have to either be born into it or it's not at all. Like they've closed down the rolls in North Carolina. That is a way, or a DNA blood test. And you have to go through 23andMe. That's funny. Wayne's my middle name. Oh, that's cool. Okie dokie, that makes sense. I love your name. Thank you, Claire. My mama loved Kool in the Gang, and that's why my first name is Cherish. Cherish the love. Yeah. Registry, nothing seems too controlling. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the registry, but in order to register, but here's the thing, there are benefits to it. So in February, I'm going to be sending off for the DNA test because even though I'm on the tribal council, that don't mean beans once this thing goes through. Don't mean beans. I will have to have at least a 16% or higher of blood in order for it to count. So if I get that back and I'm 16% or higher native, then I can be on the tribal council and I'll be able to continue doing with what I'm doing. But on top of that, because of that, my kids can go to college for free. I can go to college for free. And
get crap.
And because I'm a female and I would be native, I would actually be able to register or apply for a grant for up to $250,000 to start a farm or a homestead. I am within 1 mile of the Tennessee line. Old Alabama gardener, hello. My Blackfoot great whatever granddad decided he wanted to go to the white man's college and didn't claim his heritage, and so our branch of the family shrub never got put on the rolls. And that happened a lot, believe it or not. That's the part that I don't think is very fair. I love the fact that now you can do DNA tests because blood don't lie. People lie, but blood does not. So I think that that's really important. But what's crazy is now the Eastern Band Cherokee, there's so much corruption there, it's ridiculous. But they won't use DNA to put you in, but they can use DNA to put you out. I don't understand that. But of course, the less people that are in the rolls, the more money they make. Do you have to be Cherokee? No. As long as it's native, Mark said it does not matter. You could be any tribe whatsoever. They would still count you in. The only thing is if it was not so much Cherokee, that you would have to be put before the tribal council and they would vote. I'm just going to tell you, they'll vote you in. They'll vote you in.
It's horrible though. Like, it's just craziness.
It's like a club, but the reason they have to be so strict and stuff is because there's a lot of people that are just like, oh, I'm Cherokee, and they're actually not. And you'll get a check every month from the government. You can get benefits from the government. So they are real picky and particular. It's the government. What do you want?
Oh, we have.
Maria.
We have Blackfoot and Cherokee.
Mm-hmm. Grandpa always said we were Native American. We can't figure out if he was just telling us that or if it was true. I'm the whitest person in the world, so I think he was pulling our legs. It would be cool if we were. The 23andMe, you can do the blood test on that. It's not a blood test. It's a spit test. But you can do a DNA test with that. You can do a DNA test with that, and it's $100. And it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get back. So that's what I'm going to go with. It don't fall. If you do the Ancestry.com, it will not tell you. You could be Hispanic, and it'll tell you that you are so much percentage of North America. That's it. It doesn't tell you anything like that.
No, it'll tell you you're literally from America. And that
from the Americas, yeah. So it could be anywhere.
Canada, or that could be like Brazil.
Old Alabama gardener said, family still lives in Tennessee, and I carried a Tennessee driver's license all my military years. It would be cool if you were, Wayne. I don't want their money or their land. Yeah, they'll automatically give you an acre of land on the reservation, but you don't want to live on the reservation.
I don't really want their money, really.
I'm not even worried about the money. The only thing I'm worried about is the ability to be able to file for a grant. Because if I could get, and I said I don't want their money, but I'm not aiming to get a monthly check. I care less about that. The only thing I'm worried about is if I could get a grant, it's just to set up, it's just to go sit down back in there, baby. All it does is it it gives you the startup that it would take to start up a farm. And I would really like to do that. Because if so, I'd buy land and move away from here. My grandpa always told me that I shouldn't forget I was Sioux. Wonder why? I still don't know. You should look up the history of Sioux, Annette. They've got some really sad stuff in it. Urban girl, Hacoon lady. That's mean, Tim. Don't pick on my home girl. He's always going on about raccoons because he found out Mariah's afraid of raccoons. Mariah, you should have never told anybody you're scared of a raccoon. Now it's biting you. Every time you get on a live stream, somebody's going to give you some crap about a raccoon. Oh, Wayne, you know what? I'm on John's phone. There you go. I put the, I just said your name on there, but there's his channel. That way you can get the link. You don't have to look it up. Wait till I get your picture done. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So, I said we were going to do a Q&A. We've been doing this for almost an hour. I've just been sitting here yakking away like I always do. So, supposedly we are Shawnee. You're in Ohio, right? Yeah, you're in Ohio, near Janel. So, that'd be close. That'd be close to where... That whole area is kind of... This whole area actually is pretty hodgepodge because they kept moving everybody around. I ain't afraid of no brat. Okay, so I said we were going to do a live Q&A. So everybody, if you have questions, obviously we've discussed the neighbor. We've discussed the Indian incident or the Indian thing. So do you have questions for John or me? Are you choking our kid? Let's see. 1/8 Cherokee myself. I'm so curious to see what mine is. I'm so curious.
I don't think I got much.
Correct. We have Shawnee burial mounds around here. Let's see. My late stepfather served in the Army for 21 years. He was in the 5th Regimental Combat Team in Korea. Much respect for you and ones like him that served and are serving. I have like the utmost respect for people in the military. Living like Claire, what is your favorite thing about homesteading? The animals. The animals.
I think that's the main reason why she doesn't.
It was, and then like the feeling of being self-sufficient. Like the first time I canned stuff and I got to see my final product, that was a big one. What are you looking at? Were the cookies good, Mara?
Yes.
Yeah, the cookies were really good. There's
I ate them all night because we slept in the living room. I was like, I hope Mama don't see me doing this. I got 2 and just found 8.
How did the bread turn out?
It was okay. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Like, I was pretty disappointed, actually. Is this going to stay up so I can go back and read what happened with the neighbor? Yes. Bandana, actually, if you want to know the full out story of the neighbor, go through my videos and go to the very first live stream that I'd done with John, and we literally go step by step every single thing that happened. But yeah, Kiwi, it turned out okay. I mean, it was good. It just, I wanted it to be more cheesecakey. So I guess I'm going to have to work on it. That was only my first attempt. I used just like a typical banana bread recipe. So I think I may have mixed it too much, honestly. Instead of just putting a layer of bread, layer of cheesecake, layer of bread, I kind of tried to give it a couple of layers of cheesecake, and I think it mixed it too much. But it's still good. Still edible. So that's a good thing. Do you think that homesteading has brought your family closer together? I would say so. My kids really enjoy getting to go out there and help me do stuff. It definitely gets us outside more, especially during the summertime. I really enjoyed doing that. Are you still going to raise the meat rabbits? I see the one you got was not the nicest. I am. As far as him being nice, like I wasn't happy about how rude he was when I first got him. He's settled down a little bit. He still won't let me touch him. He doesn't want to be touched. But I am going to get a couple of meat does. I'm not really concerned with the rabbits not being friendly as long as they do their job. And honestly, if I'm raising the meat rabbits, I'm not going to have as much interaction with as I do the pet rabbits that I'm selling. Because I'm afraid that if I do, that I'll have a harder time offing anybody. I'm Viking on my dad's side, though. Ooh, that's so neat. We've traced John's lineage. He's going to take the DNA test, too. And his looks like some of his was from Ireland and Scotland, which we knew he was from Scotland because he's part of the Campbell clan. Bandana, the chat doesn't stay. You have to copy and paste into a Word document to read it later. Yeah. BC, you know. Okay.
Have her Skype you. And talk to her that way.
She can't. Oh, I think she's got to go, though. Spelling, Susan said. I don't even know what you're saying. But yeah, I'm not going to, I try not to, just like the quail that are on the bottom, I put food in, take food out, I clean. Like, I don't have a lot to do with him. That was going to be my next question. Yeah, I don't have a lot to do with them because I know Thursday is doomsday for them. So, and you know I vlog every single day. Today I'm going to take a break because we are doing the live stream. But I do a vlog every single day. And what's funny is, like, Justin Rhodes does a vlog every day, but his is, like, from the day before. Most of the time I upload mine by, like, 5:30 or 6. And it's from that day. Everything you see is only a few hours old. So when I upload that, I will have literally just butchered the quail that day. I'm thinking about asking his cousin Corey to come and help me out. Because Corey has hunted and he fishes and he knows what to do about butchering animals. Have I butchered anything yet? Nope. Not yet. And I'm nervous. I'm super nervous about it. I've said before, you know, I've put animals to sleep when I worked at an animal hospital, but there's a difference in doing a mercy kill to something that, you know, is sick or old and dying already versus something that is healthy and fine and you're doing it strictly to eat it. So I'm sure it's going to feel different. And so I'm a little nervous about it, but I think I'll be okay. I did say that when I video it, obviously I'm going to give a warning for people who do not want to watch it. But I am going to do it all in one take. There's not going to be any editing to the video because, you know, if I make a mistake or if I cry or if I get really upset or no matter what happens, I want it to be real and authentic. I don't want it to be an edited out version to make it look a certain way. I hate butchering chickens in the winter because it freaks me out when they sting from the warm blood in the cold air. Yeah, I think that'd weird. I'm going to butcher my quail in the kitchen. Nothing new, Grandma. Just talk about them. I don't even know what she's saying. I pass. Find it. I just missed the beginning of the live stream and heard references to the neighbor and wanted to hear if something new happened.
She wanted something new.
Don't need to chat, but thanks. Okay.
There will be something new happening to it, I bet.
Maybe you can help your neighbor along with her process. Bandana, I think the live stream will be available later. It will be. I'm not sure if I could the first time either. You will get through it. I always feel bad, but I know it's better than the animal on the factory farms. It is, and that's part of it too. Okay, gotta go. Love you. See you later. Bye, Susan. I have been the only one that filmed vlogging this week, and it's mostly about Nicole's situation unless the kids record from the tablets. Your kids are hilarious. I love to watch their vlogs. They're funny. Might be a boring weekly vlog. Sometimes I feel like that people are getting so sick of seeing me look at the rabbits every day, but every time I post one, people are like, oh, I really love watching the rabbits, and I'm like, okay, because I feel like I'm just talking about the same thing, but I mean, it's what I do every day. Same thing every day. Bye, my darling friend Susan. Maria, you're so cute. Oh my God. Me and Maria got on the phone the other day, and we were on the phone for an hour, and I looked at it. It was an hour and 14 minutes. We talked about all kinds of stuff. And then she did a live stream shortly after, and the internet man showed up. Hey, Maria, speaking of your internet man, how did it go about the secret you had that you needed to confess to a certain person. I don't know if he's around you, and I don't know if you've confessed already. Not true, Cherish. Love seeing the barn check. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I just didn't want to. I don't want to like get monotonous and boring and make every video about the same thing. But I have been trying to work on different video editing techniques. So if you guys see something and it's just like, okay, this looks crazy, it's just because I'm trying to learn. So you love the bunnies, T. Oh, I'm glad. I'm nervous for you, Hope, but I'm so happy how far you've come in your homesteading. Like I have said, it shows how much you care about your animals. I do love them. I love my little babies. Oh, and the bunny with the little eye, with the messed up eye, his eye's are already better. I actually went out this morning, and I didn't vlog it, obviously, because I said I'm not vlogging today, but I will probably do it again tomorrow and vlog. But I kind of tried, it's a little early, but I tried to check the sex of some of the bunnies. Because it's a little too early and it could change. I know that sounds stupid, but it could change. What did she clean? She cleans when I Skype with her. She didn't clean anything. She actually didn't clean. I know about that secret. Maria, did you get the internet installed? Did they find the outlet? Oh, I love seeing the rabbits. I show my daughter them too. She gets a kick out of how small they are. I had to tell her that they were rats. Bless her heart. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I did a gender check on all of the babies. So, you know which one of the Foxy's babies is my favorite. It's the one with the blaze on the head. It always has been. And if it was a girl, I was tempted to keep it. And if it's a boy, I'm going to have to sell it. And I'm pretty sure it's a boy. So I'm kind of disappointed. I think I may try to talk my mama into taking it. Because I really want somebody to keep this rabbit. So that I can see it all the time. But I'm pretty positive that the chocolate colored one is a boy, which is what I wanted. I was hoping for that. And then I have one of the peach and white colored ones that's broken is a female. So I'm super happy about that, and I'll probably keep that. So that's 2 out of 7. So I have 5 bunnies to sell.
Babies always come
No,
out
but my
so cute.
Willow's babies, oh, God, they are so fat. She makes the fattest babies, doesn't she?
Yes.
They're roly-polies. They look like little baby hippos because they're so fat. My daughter is obsessed with watching the process of your rabbits. Caitlin rescued a baby bunny last year and has been smitten ever since. Oh, good. Oh, they weren't rats. Oh, okay. No, but my computer's up and I'm going to start using my phone as a hotspot. Thanks for asking. Do what? Hi, baby. This is my other baby. So, anyway. So, yeah. Like, Willow makes the cutest, fattest babies on the face of God's green earth. How do you tell the boys from the girls? When you look at their little parts, if it's kind of more flat and rounded, like flat, but with like a round shape, it's going to be a female. But like if you press down and something comes out, it's a boy. Hope, he was not upset because he didn't send the internet man. It was a misunderstanding. Oh, okay, good. Good. You were so excited too. And that poor guy, he was just like, what have I walked into? Oh, did that one live? No, it didn't. It died. It died Friday, I think. I didn't think it was going to make it. I really didn't. I walked in the barn and I was like, yeah, you're not going to make it. That night, I could just tell it was knocking on the death's door already. So, let's see. But I think I'm going to have to get off here, guys, because I've got some cleaning to do. And I think I'm going to spend the rest of the day with the kids and John. We're just going to chill out and hang out. I just wanted to stop by to answer some of your questions. See you guys for a little bit since I'm not going to vlog today. But I will see you tomorrow. I love you dearly. Thank you guys. Oh, before I go, one last thing. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. We are going to be doing a contest soon. You're going to love this. We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers. What's my favorite meal? I would probably say anything Chinese food, honestly. I love Chinese food. Chinese food and pizza. Those are my 2 things. So I'm fat.
Anything with Reese's peanut butter.
And anything with Reese's peanut butters. Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's the contest really quick before we go. The contest will be, we're almost at 2,000 subscribers, and the anniversary of the channel is February the 8th. So both of those things are coming up really quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm planning to do a contest where you guys can, I will put out my personal email that you guys can send it to, or you can, I guess that would be the only way, or you can send it to me on the Facebook. But I want everybody to try to send a video imitating me. And whoever has the best imitation, I will make an actual video of everybody doing their Hope's Homestead imitation. And everybody gets to vote. And when the voting closes, whoever wins, we're going to send you guys a prize. So I thought that would be really fun. And if you guys want to roast me, I'm cool with that. Like, I have pretty thick skin. I would love it. I think it will be a blast and it will be hilarious. I cannot wait to see what some of you guys come up with. Maria has already showed me somewhat of her imitation, and I was like dying. So I will go ahead and I'll let you go, but I just wanted to let you know that that's what we're going to be doing, and I'll make a video about it in the next couple days. So love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.